Hello and welcome back to the Royal Angler YouTube channel. I am your host Daniel. I know you can't see me today, but today I'm going to show you how I tie up my rigs. So you're going to start by taking one of your bobber stops, just one, they like to come out together, and one of the beads from the package. Go. And you're going to start finding the end of your line. Most bobber stops come with this plastic style of thing to help you put it on your line where you want it. So you're going to throw that on first, and then your stopper bead. This bead helps ensure that the bobber stop does its job and actually stops the bobber, or in this case, sinker. After you have that on, you're going to grab one of your sinkers or method leads. I used the 42 gram. These are from Carp Angler. I ordered mine from carpangler.com. They have many different styles. You don't have to order this one. You can get these on Big Carp Tackle, carpangler.com, and Amazon. And then one thing I did forget to add on here that we will need is some tubing, some rig tubing. But you're going to want to take your method lead or sinker of whatever type that you choose. You're going to want to run your line through that, just like that. And then what I do is I cut just a small piece, about an inch, and I kind of seat that up in my method lead a little bit. And then I take my bead. I've seen a video about collars and depths in the water, and most of those collars that we use turn to black at a certain depth anyways. So you want to take one of your beads and run your line through your bead. You'll need your swivel. Double up your mono for a good amount, about 6 to 8 inches. Run that doubled over end through there. You can't see it very well probably. And just take your finger, wrap that doubled over line around your finger, creating a loop. And then take this doubled over tag in here, put it through that loop that you just made. And then take your swivel and put your swivel through that loop. And you want to pull that all up just like that. Hold it to the end of your swivel so it all stays together. And then all of that mess right there, get it all wet. Once it's all wet, I want to pull it all tight, just like that. I like to pull each end and then pull each end once again. And then take your tag in and just cut that off. And then at this point, I take my bobber stop. I take this black plastic part out, and that allows you to take this, has a slit that allows you to take it off of your line. And then you want to take each of these tag ends and separate them. One goes up, one goes down. And then all you want to do is cinch that just like that, as tight as you can get it. And that is your bobber stop. That will stop that sinker from going any farther down your line than that. I like mine to run for about a foot before it stops. Like it's a free run for about a foot. So it's like a modified bolt style rig, I guess. I like them to have that little bit of free running. You build up that momentum to help set that hook. So I don't have to do it. Let them do the work for me. All I have to do is pick up on my reel and start reeling. So we're done with all these. We have our tubing on there. We have our swivel tied on. Now we just need our hook and about 14 inches of this braid line here. Say so much of a length just because you want to have extra, really. You're going to find one of the ends of your braid line here. You're going to double about 4 inches or so over on itself. Wrap that around your finger to create a small loop. take this doubled over tag in here and stick that through that loop, just like that, and then pull that tight. Just like that. And that's going to be your hair of your hair rig right there. And if your tag in here is just a little bit long, what you have to do is just trim that up. Perfect. And then you want to take this, find the other end, the end that you didn't tie, and you want to stick that through the back of the eye of your hook. And this is how you will set the length of where you want your hair to set. I like mine to set just about right here, so we're going to make that happen just like that. And then once you have your hair where you want it, we're going to go around 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you're just going to simply pass that back through the eye of your hook there, the back side, and pull it tight. Just like that. And then this is the part where I use my rig puller. Just make sure everything is nice and snug. And then you want to take your rig, and if you want a shorter length, you just kind of make sure it's short like that. Double it over on itself. Stick that through your swivel here. You just want to take your length here. Make sure it's long enough that you can wrap it around your finger. Create your loop. Once again, same as all the other times, tag in through the loop, and then hair through, and then thread the hook through, pull all that tight. Sometimes you might have to help your knot through the loop here, and I like mine about right there. But we'll pull it tight first, make sure everything is nice and tight. Cut off our tag end, and there is our rig. I had a split shot somewhere around about here. Normal boilie or something I'll just lay on the ground. I won't use that split shot. If I'm using a pop-up, I will, just because I like it to set my hook about, that high up off the floor. That's how I tie up my rig from start to finish. Hope you enjoyed this and learned something. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.